Back here at Rams Stadium for the second half of this pretty good defensive struggle that we have going here. Concord is down 10-6 to the Rams, and we've seen a lot of good hits, a lot of good defense in this game.
Yeah, we definitely did, and again, a defensive game. This has been up to this point, with Shepherd seeming to do a little bit more on the offensive end, total, with 194 yards of total offense compared to 176. Shepherd has run 45 plays to 25, so they're up 20 more plays on the offensive side of the ball. But Concord, I believe, has more big plays in the offense. So, if you're Concord, you want to be able to establish and sustain an effective drive against this good defense.
And this is also a game that not many penalties are being called. Only one penalty on Shepherd today, 3 on Concord. First play of the second half is a run by the Lions, and that's Calvinal Jones, who in the first half only had 17 rushing yards. On that play there, he picks up 6.
And you have to, even though Shepherd is such a good team defensively against the run, you have to be able to still run the ball and attempt to run the ball if you're Concord. Because one thing is, before long, if you get a rhythm in your running game, it opens up everything else. So you still want to do that. That can help protect your freshman quarterback a little bit and give rhythm to the offense.
And here's a play-action pass, and the freshman's going deep for Ponder. Overthrows him a little bit, and it looked like he almost was going to number 20, David Carter for Shepherd. He almost got to that ball before Ponder.
Yeah, it looked like Ponder stopped running a little, top speed a little bit. So I don't know if it was an up and out or some type of situation like that. But definitely a miscue, which brings up a third down for the Concord team.
3rd down and 4, and the favorite target of Albert Rose today has been Randall Hawkins on very short passes. So this seems to be in his wheelhouse here as a nice little quick throw. And there it is. He throws, but he overthrows. This time he was going to Ponder, overthrew him, and the reason why is that defense was up in his face that time, forcing that incomplete pass.
And that's a good 3-and-out for the Shepherd Rams. Very good 3-and-out. They come out, shut down this Concord offense. 3 quick plays out, and now your offense gets the ball to take over for the second half.
And here to punt is Concord. Number 15, Brad Cox, is back to punt. Keon Robinson is back there, and he's shielding his eyes. You can see he might be shielding his eyes a little bit because the sun got into his eyes before on a big-time break that the Rams got.
Yeah,
There's
you can see
punt.
the sun's right in his face, and I think that could have been what happened in the first half because the sun is facing that direction coming from that end zone.
And Keon seemed to be shielding his eyes all the way up until the ball almost got into his hands there. But a fair catch at the 25-yard line is where the Rams will start, and they'll go on offense there at the 25.
Yeah, so now we talked a little about what could Shepherd do, and truthfully, I don't know. We've seen so many things, and I don't know what they can do. They can come out and establish the run, or they can come out and start firing the ball around like they did a little bit too. So they're able to do everything. And so you see them in a double tight or one fullback set with 2 receivers, and there you go. They're throwing.
They're coming out with a pass, and there's Cooper. He has a lot of room to run there. He goes up to about the 35-yard line, and that should be enough for a first down.
Yeah, one of the things about Cooper is he's very athletic. To be so big, he moves very well. I know you reference Ben Roethlisberger a little bit, and I love that analogy about him because he's very tough to bring down. You can't just come in and arm tackle him and think he's going to go to the turf. That's not going to happen. So he stands tall in the pocket, tall quarterback, hard to bring down, and actually has some wheels on him a little bit too.
And the blitz is coming right up the middle. If they show blitz, Cooper sees it. And there's the run right where the blitz was coming at. And that's a big-time gain of about 8 yards there for Mike Haynes. Really good call there by the Rams.
And that's the one thing about a run blitz. If you get there, you have a chance for a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. But if you don't, you get into the second level. And that's exactly what happened on the play. Haynes is able to get to the second level. Good blocking on that offensive line. And again, they went right where the blitz vacated from. So you saw just good play up that A-gap. So that lets you know, A-gap blitzes, you have to have a really good center and two guard combo. They have to be able to really communicate well. And you saw that from Shepard.
You talked about the center, and the center for the Rams is Hussein Ori, and he is leading the way. On that play, he led the way. The play before that, he led the way. That was enough, 3 yards for a first down. And again, Ori is leading the way on this play.
And I'll tell you what, I love when teams have centers that can pull. When you have guys that can snap the ball and then get out into the second level on a defense. That is an athletic center. And you're seeing a lot of that, those smaller centers that are able to get to the second level.
1st and 10 from the 47 for the Rams. Another run for Haynes, but this time he's gobbled up in the backfield by Silas Agamon. Yeah, that's how they told me to say it.
Yep, Agamon, a 6 foot, 267-pound defensive end in that 3-4, just comes up. And I'll tell you, they're very active on that front three. So he came up, made a brilliant play on the defensive play. Him, Josh Miller, and then the other defensive end, Matt Anderson. All three of those guys, they're anchoring that front three for that 3-4.
Second tackle for a loss today by Agamon, as he had one in the first half also. 2nd down and 11 now for the Rams. Cooper drops back to pass, and very quick out, an incomplete pass there to his tight end. And I'm surprised that one just went right in and out of his hands. That was an easy catch that just wasn't made.
Yeah, it wasn't made. I like the play call. You just got to bring the ball in. And like I said, those flats in the area of the flats are open against Concord right now. They haven't, or they at least in the first half it was. So I would definitely, I wouldn't have a problem attacking it. It's just you have to hold on to the ball to give your offensive opportunity to move the ball.
3rd down and 11. And this, I think, is a big down for the Lions. They want to get out of here also and get that offense back on the field. There's the pass. Cooper right over the outside for Dalton Boyd. He gets Boyd, and that looked like almost a cover two coverage there, and they went right to it.
Well, it looked like Rinyard Richardson fell or slipped on the play, the cornerback. And you're right, I think it may have been a cover two, but he slipped, so it gave it even more space. And Cooper, he found the open receiver on the play.
Big time pass and catch there from Cooper to Boyd. 1st and 10 from the 28 for the Rams, and they're driving again. Run that time by Smoot. Ball looked like it came out. The ball looked like it may have came out as Smoot was hit and going to the ground. Let's see who has the ball on this play. And Smoot is carried 3 carries for 13 yards in the first half. And Shepard does get the ball back. And here you see Smoot right up the middle, and the ball does come out.
Yeah, it looked like it popped right back into his legs, and he was able to secure it. And that was a big break for the Rams because, that could have been a tide turner for the Concord team.
2nd down and 4. There's the read option there, and in that time, there's a flag on the play. Flag on the play, good run there by number 31, Alan Cross. Let's see what the flag is going to be.
Yeah, that's a holding play on Jordan Dixon from his right tackle position, which will push the Rams back.
And again, that is only the 2nd penalty on Shepard today. And Coach Cater, I did read in one of the publications that he was worried about penalties for his team, as his team has been heavily penalized. But today they're doing a really good job at playing right within the rules and not being penalized. 2nd down and 14 after the 10-yard holding penalty on Dixon. Cooper in the shotgun formation. Again, here comes another blitz by the Mountain Lions. Cooper does a good job to evade a couple blitzers. Falls ahead, but not ahead enough as he dropped back too far. He lost almost 2 or 3 yards on that play. That is a sack.
Yeah, that'll definitely be a second sack for the Concord Mountain Lions. And again, good defense.
And that could have been much more of a loss, though, without Cooper's, I guess you would say, swift Rossberger feet.
I tell you what, he's very athletic. I mean, to be so big, I mean, he moves very quick feet.
3rd and 17, blitz again. And that looked like almost not so much of a blitz as a wide receiver screen that gains about 2 yards. And it's going to be 4th down and almost about 15 there. 4th and almost about 15 yards.
So it looks like the Concord defense will hold. And again, the one luxury you have with the 3-4 as opposed to a 4-3, you have 4 linebackers, and they can come from anywhere, and you can send them from anywhere. And sometimes you can see zone blitzes where you're only rushing 3 or 4 guys, but yet it looks like you're rushing more because you're overloading a specific side. So you see teams like in the NFL, like the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers, they run that aggressive 34 defense that's able to get pressure from so many different ways as you have those athletic linebackers. And you see Concord has smaller linebackers that are a lot quicker, and their goal is to at times use them in pressure packages to get pressure on the quarterback.
Good punt there, puts the Mountain Lions back to the 10-yard line. So what you're saying is not so much as them blitzing. It may look like a blitz, but it's not.
Sometimes,
not really
yes.
a blitz.
Yes, I mean it's still considered a blitz, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, sometimes you'll get 4 rushers in the play.
Speaking of rushers, from his D-line spot, big Mike Hayes comes up to make the tackle. Loss of a good almost 6 yards there on that play.
Yeah, just good penetration. He showed that strength, and then he has a little dance. It looked like the I don't know what to call.
That's the B.J. Raji.
Oh, the B.J. Raji.
The B.J. Raji dance. Got right to him. Big. A little show put on by Hayes.
Yeah, that brilliant. I tell you, he's very difficult to block. I mean, he is really stout on that defensive line.
2nd down and 16 now. That was a big play for the Shepherd Rams defense. And there's a flag that comes out. Concord calls a timeout. The personnel was just not on the field right there, and they want to make sure they get the personnel correct before they make a big play here, because you don't want to lose too much more than where you're at. You're already in the back of your end zone right behind you.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want. Your defense held, Shepherd punts the ball and pins you down with inside the 5. So you have to be careful with the ball. You can't give up any turnovers down here, and give Shepherd life. You're in this game. This game is tight. You're only down 4 points. You want to be able to get out of this situation and either get a first down and advance this ball, or don't put yourself in a worse situation to punt the ball.
Now, we have seen the offensive coordinator for Concord, and we said his name a few times, probably more than I've said the coach's name, Dustin Ward. Mm-hmm. He's been in the huddle of his offense all day long today, coaching up his freshman quarterback, right, and doing a pretty good job at it. I mean,
he is. I mean, I have to give it the freshman. You wouldn't see a freshman when you look at this game on film. I mean, he seems very poised, and he seems like he's doing a very good job everywhere around.
Throws it up to Ponder. Ponder makes the catch. They get out of their own end zone there. Rose to Ponder all the way out to the 28-yard line. First down, Lions.
Yeah, definitely a good play to Ponder. Ponder is just, he's not overly big. He's 6'1", 190 pounds, but he goes and gets the ball at the highest point. And many times it's being thrown up before the defensive back even knows that the ball was thrown. And he's just making a really good adjustment. You're seeing some back shoulder pass plays to him as well. And he's a very solid receiver.
Ponder on his way to a 100-yard day. Big catch again to his favorite target, Randall Hawkins. And that is going to be right at the first down marker. The refs are going to say that's enough for a first down. 10-yard pass from Rose to Hawkins.
So think about it. The freshman is pinned back inside the 5-yard line, and he's able to bring his offense out, avoid mistakes, and now they're out at the 36-yard line. And they have a lot of breathing room now, and the offense is rolling.
Calvin Jones up the left side. He gets hit up there to make DeAndre Johnson came up and made sure that he had to hurdle a guy. When he hurdles a guy, he slows down. Rams come and finish the job.
Yeah, and then you see A.J. Parrish cleans it up from his linebacker position. And there you go, that run fill. I mean, again, that run defense is tight. You don't have any, a lot of weaknesses on that run defense at all.
2nd down and 10 for the Lions. Rose going back. Right there, Ponder again. 8-yard gain.
And he was
for Ponder.
blitzed. And Rose was blitzed on the play, showed some poise, hung in there, and delivers a strike. And now they advance the ball and get it up to now it's only 3rd and 5.
3rd down for the Mountain Lions. They go right to the line. And there's another blitz. And again, it's going to be on the it's going to be 2 flags are going to come here. One is going to be on the Shepherd Rams for being in the neutral zone. The second flag there is probably pass interference.
And that's the one they're going to take. And that's why you continue, that was a free play. That was a free play for the freshman. And think about Rose. He fades back. It's a free play. He's going for it all. Why not go for it all? Chucks it up there, gets a pass interference penalty. Yep. That's 15 yards added to it. So, it was one of those things. Shepherd showed blitz all the way. They were coming. And, again, when Shepherd shows they're coming. And you got to be prepared. You got to pick your guys up. But a mistake, you go into the neutral zone, and you get called for that and gives a free play.
As a kid, I used to watch John Elway do that all the time. He would get the defense to bite and just go deep. Every time.
Yeah,
go deep.
Yep, some teams have that in the playbook where if it's a penalty, you're going deep. And typically you have a deep route in your offensive route anyway, but in that situation, you go deep.
Blitz coming again. Hawkins with the catch.
Freshman hangs in there again. And I tell you what, and I'm doing it. Hey, they're blitzing this guy. If I was a defensive coordinator, I would do the same exact thing. But he's showing that he can hang in there.
As a defensive coordinator, though, you're looking at the 2 receivers down to his right. That he's going to the hold. He's going right every time.
Every time.
So would you start to shade coverage a little bit to the right?
You can roll coverage. The problem with that is the way they're running 2 receivers on each side. So it's a little harder to shade coverage, but there's ways to do it. But you'll have to bring your linebackers into the play. But right now, they're bringing the linebackers on the blitz a lot.
And there's pass up. Good play there by Keon Robinson coming over to break that play up. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and you see the safety on the play, number 20, David Carter, who shows his range and ability. He gets over there late to help break that play up.
3rd down, the Rams defense imploring their fans, parent weekend here, so their parents and fans to get excited. 3rd down and 3 at the 34-yard line. Rose this time rolls the other way. Look who he has. Ponder again.
Wow.
1st down for Concord. And there's a flag on the play.
Tackle on 15. Oh, yeah, you can't do that.
And on that late hit is on Jonathan Pearson for the Shepherd Rams. 15 more yards. And again, you stated all this time, you just call him the freshman. He is really playing like a veteran.
Yeah, Rose is showing some real veteran leadership. He's showing that he can hang in the pocket. And he's doing this all against one of the best defenses that we've seen. And possibly at the Division II level. I mean, there's not a lot of chinks in this armor, and you're seeing the poise of a young Rose being able to orchestrate a very impressive drive that started all the way back at the 4-yard line.
1st down and 10 from the 12. And the timeout again, the second timeout this half for the Concord Mountain Lions.
Well, they didn't get it. They actually called them for delay of game. And I understand that the coach is very upset that they didn't get the timeout, but that's one of those timeouts that may be good to have in your pocket coming in late when you get into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it could be a blessing there in disguise. It's going to be 1st and 15 from the 17 now after that penalty for delay a game on the freshman Albert Rose. And again, another flag.
Oh.
A false start penalty pushes them back further.
And now you're seeing Concord kind of implode. And you see the freshman quarterback Rose trying to settle down the guys, saying, look, we're in too good of a situation to give this up. And you're seeing you got blitzers, set up. Shepherd is coming. I mean, they're trying to hit every gap defensively. And you've seen an increase in their blitz calls coming from the defense for Shepherd. They're coming after the freshman, and, I wouldn't blame them for doing it.
From 1st and 10 to now 1st and 20 from the 22-yard line. Rose goes back, and he throws a good pass, but that's going to be on the hit parade. That one. That is going to be on the hit parade. Number 20, David Carter from the safety spot. From the safety spot comes up and makes the hit on number 86, Tico Henderson.
And this is the backup free safety, shows that range. And like I said, if a guy goes down on Shepherd's team, the backup is prepared. I'll tell you what, there is no way they're not going to be prepared to come in this game. And this is the depth that Shepherd brings to this team.
2nd down now and 20. Blitz is coming. Rose evades it. Throws it. Almost picked off. Again, good defense. Keon Robinson there on the defense also. 3rd down and 20.
And they're not going to let the quarterback get comfortable. They're coming. Good offensive play call, though. You want to get away from the blitz. You want to roll out the quarterback, and that's exactly what they did. But remember, when Shepherd sends these linebackers are the equivalent speed-wise of defensive backs. So they're coming fast. And, it didn't give Rose a lot of time to set up and deliver a good ball.
Fans going crazy here at Ram Stadium. The band, there you see the fans stomping on the stands. 3rd down. Rose pulls it down. Was going to throw, but then he pulled it down. And that's going to be 4th down as he misses his intended receiver on that play, which is Randall Hawkins.
Yeah, and it looks like they'll probably try to get a field goal here, possibly, on a play. And this will be a good field goal here. I mean, this will be a good attempt. Good hold for the Shepherd Rams because they gave up a lot of yards on that drive, took up a lot of time, but they were able to hold when it counted. And you're seeing the defense philosophy. They're going pressure, pressure, pressure almost every pass play when Concord goes back to pass.
There's the kick. It's up, and the kick is no good. Missed. No good. He had enough on it, but it just went too wide to the right.
Yeah, you saw that Shepherd defense stiffen up, and they held, and for all that yards that was gained, it's all for naught.
That's a lonely feeling there by the kicker as he's walking back to the stands there, and he is not happy with himself. But again, he had enough leg on it; it just went the other way.
Well, I'll tell you what, isn't this a brilliant defensive game though on both sides?
It's a beautiful
defensive game.
Running on the first play is Haynes. Ball comes out.
Oh, wow.
Concord gets it back. Concord gets the ball back. Fumble by number 39, Mike Haynes.
And your boy, Big A, picks up the ball, number 90.
And he actually was beat there, and he kept hustling, and he comes all the way back to get that ball.
Yeah, that was just again, turnover. That was, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's the first turnover of the game. So both of these teams have played some solid game here. And Howard, number 19, Kevin Elliott, was the senior defensive back, was able to get his hand in there to jar that bar loose.
Senior defensive back and captain of this game came in and got that play. Again, blitz is coming. And there's Kavanaugh Jones. He gets wrapped up by A.J. Parrish after a gain about 1 or 2 there. And I thought Parrish came pretty close to getting the face mask on this play.
Yeah, he was up high, but I'll tell you what, that's what you want from your linebacker. You shut the door. That you see the hole open up for a brief second, he slammed the door shut.
It's a good tackle. And the Rams, you see the sideline, again, getting that defense to go get back up. Let's get another stop. Rose rolls out, hits Hawkins for a very short gain. Good coverage on the play by number 10, the linebacker, DeAndre Johnson.
Yeah, that was just good defense by DeAndre. And again, he's great cover guys. These guys can cover extremely well. He comes up, makes the tackle. For very short gains, brings up a third down.
3rd and 7 for Concord. 3rd and 7. Rose looking back, gets Hawkins. Hawkins gets enough, should have enough for a first down. He does. 1st and 10 for the Mountain Lions.
And I actually thought that there was it could have been a penalty of offsides. I thought that's what the left tackle, I believe, is number 56, Kevin Saylor, the freshman. Seemed like he came out of his stance early, but it was never called.
I thought the same thing. I thought they jumped on that play, and they just think they did. The rest did not see it.
And he has to be one of the smallest left tackles I've ever seen. At 6'1", 250 pounds.
The Mountain Lions actually came out in that formation there in a I formation with Ben Nestor as the tailback there, and Ben Nestor gets the carry, and this is something we did not see the whole first half, I formation.
A little bit of power football for the Mountain Lions.
And he goes right behind number 66, Mitch Hairston, the senior offensive lineman from Clarksburg, West Virginia. And now you can see the Mountain Lion fans getting excited as, again, they are knocking on the door, trying to go ahead here in this game. Run again to Nestor. Again, you don't see this often. He goes right behind Hairston again for a few more yards there. Doesn't look like he has enough for a first down, though.
Yeah, again, you just see they're going into some power football, and I don't know if Shepard was ready for it. And that's Harrison again leading the way, 6', 295-pound left guard on the play.
So you're now looking at a 3rd down and about 2 yards. Again, in that power formation with number 46, Austin Dotson, in the fullback spot, and I don't think he got enough at all for a first down.
Yeah, you see Big Howard Jones coming from his defensive end spot, slams that door shut. But let's look at this offensive line, and I think they've makeshift. There's 3 freshmen on this offensive line. Kevin Saylor, number 56, who is originally listed as a left guard. Then you have Josh Cottle, who's 6'2", 260, and then you have freshman Kerr, who's 6'6", 270. Very small line for a college team, but they get out. You can tell they're very athletic guys, and they get out and they push the pile.
Andrew Ellington gets his kick blocked. Something that we see Shepard do a lot. DJ Scott with the ball, makes one cut, gets a block, and he's going all the way for a score. DJ Scott.
And
after
that's
the block field goal.
That's the mistake that Concord could not afford to make, was the turnover that resulted in a touchdown.
Block field goal here. Let's see who gets their hand on it. Up and really hard to tell who got a hand on it.
I think it was Robert Hayes.
Robert Hayes. And when this guy gets out in the open, forget about it.
Yeah, DJ Scott wasn't getting caught by anyone.
Hey, one thing that Shepard has proven all year long is that they will get points on special teams and get points on defense.
Absolutely. Special teams has always been a staple of this Rams offense, and that just extended the lead. And you saw the disgust and frustration from the Concord team.
What a turn of events. Block kick, 17-6. Shepard leads.
Mother Nature can be a tad unpredictable. That kind of disposition doesn't sit well with a train. Its forecast is as rock solid as solid rock. Nothing but perfect temps house-wide.
McCray Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving your community for 75 years, and we're celebrating with amazing rebates and a 10-year parts and labor warranty free. Now that's peace of mind. These deals are available for a limited time only, so call today. Comfort you can believe in, no matter the season. That's the McCray way.
It's hard to stop a train.
Everyone needs a little me time. The professional staff at Personal Reflection Day Spa uses state-of-the-art equipment and advanced techniques designed to restore, rejuvenate, relax, and soothe the mind, body, and spirit. A 1-hour massage helps relieve stress, increase blood circulation, and promotes a balance of energy and vitality. In dermology, the LPG technique for cellulite smoothing and reduction creates a visible improvement in those hard-to-treat dimpled areas. Take your me time today. Personal Reflection Day Spa and Advanced Cellulite Center, where beauty starts from within. Join our Facebook page to receive daily specials.
As you just missed it, if you were not here before the break, the turn of events just now, the replay you're watching right now, special teams turnover into a touchdown for DJ Scott in the convoy of Shepherd Rams there down the sideline, helping him get through to the end zone. Shepherd now up 17-6, double-digit, 2-score lead. Kickoff, and the Mountain Lions will take over at the 23-yard line. And let's talk about this. I mean, the defensive special teams on Shepherd is just amazing. Their defensive linemen, the coaching is great.
Yeah, and that goes back to the head coach. I mean, anytime you have a head coach that puts an emphasis, Coach Cater puts an emphasis on special teams. So that's one of those situations where year after year we've seen Shepherd produce not just turnovers from special teams, but turnovers that turn into points. And that was an example of that. And that basically, you saw the air just come out of the Concord team.
17-6, less than a minute left. Picked off. Dominic Dixon came over, dropped back in coverage, and picked that one off. Shepherd takes over again now in great field position.
I mean, this has been an amazing course of events for the past 2 plays. And you just see the depth that on the defensive side of the ball that's gotten by number 3 Dominic Dixon on the play. He just drops right into coverage. There's good pressure on Rose that forces Rose to throw the ball maybe a little faster than he wanted to throw it, and Dixon gets right in the passing lane and picks the ball off. And now Shepherd is taking control of this game because of their special teams and their defense.
And Jerome, I thought that was just a great defensive call. And here ball's thrown up. Interception by number 19, Kevin Elliott.
Got it right back.
Gets it right back, right in the back. But he's going to be, the end zone is going to be right there. He's on the 3-yard line.
Yeah, and this was, again, I mean, it's the equivalent of a punt because it pins you back. But this is what you call, and that could have been called a roughing the passer on the play, but the officials didn't call it. But, again, great defensive play by number 19, Kevin Elliott. Just gets his depth, just like what happened on the other side, gets the ball back for Concord, and they're still in this game.
A lot of things have happened here in the last couple minutes. A lot of things. I thought Shepherd's defensive coordinator made a terrific call to drop the linebackers back, get the interception. Then that interception there, which should have been also a flag, though, on number 99, Josh Miller, as he just creamed Bobby Cooper. So a lot of things happened here at the end of the third quarter.
A whole lot of things happened. We had a blocked field goal that turned into a pickup touchdown. Here's the play.
The ball's gone.
And there's the hit. Yeah, that could have been flagged. And Concord ditched. They just got by on a possible turnover that could have really turned that whole play around. But again, you know, that's what happens sometimes.
Less than 10 seconds left. Concord now going to almost a power attack with that I formation that we did not see the whole first half. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter, a very action-packed third quarter that we saw today. And this one may even get more action coming here in the fourth quarter. We have Shepherd up 17-6. We'll be right back.
Nestled in the beautiful hills of Berkeley Springs, West Virginia, Berkeley Springs Rehabilitation and Nursing and Automakers Personal Care Center provide rehabilitation, respite, long-term care, and Alzheimer's dementia care. The professionally trained staff and nurses focus on the individual needs of each resident, allowing their stay as home-like as possible. Our activity calendar is packed with group and individualized festivities throughout the day. You can rest assured knowing your loved one's care will meet your highest expectation in both of these licensed facilities. Call or visit us online today.
Is your favorite way to spend your free time on a golf course? Then treat yourself to West Virginia's friendliest course Alpine Lake Resort Golf Course. Alpine Lake is a beautiful 18-hole course bordered by a 150-acre mountain lake. Our weekday greens fees are $40 with cart, and our weekend green fees are just $49. Enjoy our cool mountain air and take pleasure in our stay and play golf packages, starting at just $100. Meet friends at the resort, on the deck overlooking one of West Virginia's most beautiful vistas.
Welcome back to Rams Stadium. My name is Isaac Dyer. I'm here with broadcast partner Jerome Presley, Wicked Sports WJAL, and we have an action-packed game here. 17-6, two-score lead for the Rams, but it's back and forth, and Concord's been able to move the ball a lot.
Yeah, they definitely haven't been able to move the ball, and like you said it earlier before the break, power football. Concord has come out and started some power football on Shepherd, which is surprising me, and now we have a penalty on the play, and this may go against Shepherd.
And on the coverage was 13, Levi Barber, who's listed as a linebacker, but again, he was playing corner on that play, just like you said earlier in the broadcast there.
Yeah, now he could have been out there because there may have been a back that was out there, and sometimes you'll want the linebacker covering him, but again, they're interchangeable.
And Shepherd, they do a lot, like you said before, with their linebackers and also their secondary, where they just move guys all around.
Yeah, and that's when they recruit athletes, guys that can play multiple positions. So you see a guy like Howard, who's one of the best defensive ends of football, came into camp. He's 180 pounds. He's now 230 pounds, and he's just amazing.
Rose to his favorite target, Hawkins. And now he's all the way up to the 30-yard line on that pass, pitch and catch.
Yeah, now, because of the fact that Concord was able to get that penalty, now you're starting to see them try to get things going.
Again, another encroachment call is going to be on the Rams.
And you see the offensive line for Concord just stays there. They just stay in place, and they know, I think that's a called play, that if a defense jumps, their immediate call for the freshman quarterback is to go deep. Why not? That's a free play.
The only issue with that specific play is Hawkins stopped also. Mm-hmm. And if he would have kept running, he just missed it there. If he'd have kept running, that would have been a 70-yard touchdown pass.
Good point.
And here you'll see number 9 gets in there. Number 9 for Shepherd gets in there to –
it's Brian Blue, the redshirt freshman.
1st and 5. Again, going deep to Ponder. Triple coverage. He makes the catch. Triple coverage, and he makes the catch.
How in the world did that happen?
Unbelievable.
That was in triple coverage, back shoulder throw. Beautiful ball by the freshman. I mean, that's a beautiful ball. Triple coverage on the play.
Guys.
And just brilliant passing catch.
And that had to put Ponder over 100 yards in receiving
over
today. And the ball's up in the air, picked off, interception. Hawkins was not looking, the ball went off of his shoulder. Interception by number 10, DeAndre Johnson.
And there you go. Once again, the Shepherd Rams are able to get out of it with their defense. Just great defensive play. You're starting to see the Concord coaching staff wondering what the heck, why they didn't get the call. Because I think they're thinking it should have been a call. But again, good defensive play by the Rams.
A little bit of miscommunication, you think, there on for Hawkins. He looked like he was blocking more than looking for the pass.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure, was it that or was it, I think he's thinking he was hit, like his route was taken off. But again, it's just whatever it is, Shepherd now has the ball.
Alan Cross in the backfield gets the carry. And he's rammed up again, but let's look at the interception, see if he got the ball before he went out of bounds.
Goes in the air. Yeah, I think he's in. Yeah, that was a good play, but did he have possession of it? Totally.
Yeah,
was
I'm
he
not
bobbling
sure if he had
it?
total possession of it.
That was DeAndre Johnson. Did he have total possession where he actually, was he bobbling in it when it went out of bounds? Either way, there is no replay in college football. It's at this level anyway, so it goes back to the Rams.
2nd down and 6 for the Rams. Again, Cross on the run. He goes to the outside, puts on the speed, and it looks like he's going to be short of the first down up to the 30-yard line, but he turns on the speed as he turned that corner.
Yeah, he really turned that speed on. He turns it on right there. You saw the Jets come in, and then just good pursuit by the defense. Number 92, Spencer Jordan, comes over and makes the play, and it's 3rd and about 3.
3rd and 3. And if the Rams want to stay, or excuse me, the Lions want to stay in this game, they need to make a stop here. 3rd down and 3. Another run, and there's the stop that they needed, and there's a flag on the play also. Number 3, Jimmy Keating, comes up to make the play, and then we have a hurt player on the field, and his leg is his leg is really turned the other way, and I think he's hurt very, very bad.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty significant injury.
It's going to be a holding call. The holding call is going to bring up 4th down, but let's look at the injured player there. And he looks really, really injured there in his leg. It's Isaiah Shelton down, and we're going to see what's going on with him, and we'll be right back after this.
The Potomac Eagles Scenic Railroad in Romney, West Virginia, along the south branch of the Potomac River, enchants everyone.
This has made my day.
Luxury class and open window coach and open air cars to witness soaring eagles in their own backyard, the Trough. The Potomac Eagles Scenic Railroad has your excursion to adventure. See you at the station.
So you're looking to buy a new car, and you start to ask yourself the important questions. Who, what, where, why? You might be thinking, aren't all dealers the same? And that's where you'd be interested in knowing that Apple Valley Chevy Toyota has been your reputable hometown dealer for over 50 years. With great service, great selection, and great value, giving you the best car buying experience has always been our commitment to you. Plus, our certified automotive technicians get your vehicle serviced right the first time, every time. For all those reasons and more, see why Apple Valley Chevy Toyota is different from the rest.
Call it sexy. Call it luxurious. Call it a game changer. Call it a sports coupe reincarnated into a fuel-efficient crossover. Call it what you will. Just don't call it expected. The 2013 Kia Sorento. Class-leading fuel efficiency meets class-leading horsepower.
Parsons Kia, Winchester, Virginia.
Back here at Rams Stadium, and Shelton, it looked like he's going to be okay. Could have been just a cramp there as he did walk off the field after stretching that out.
It just didn't look like a cramp.
Yeah, that's really good news, though.
Yeah, that's
really good news
yep.
For the Rams. Here's the punt. Good news for the Mountain Lions. They did hold him on that play. As soon as he catches the ball, number 24, Philip Roden, was right up on the returner, Brandon Rogers.
Right.
And a good job by Rogers, though, to hold on to the ball. And there is a flag on the field also. So we're going to see what the flag is going to be about here on the return as we hear from our referee of the day.
Holding, on return team number 35. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Holding on Kamara, the freshman cornerback from Bowie, Maryland, on special teams, so that pushes the Lions back. And it's going to push them back to about the 20-yard line, the 21-yard line possibly here for the Lions. And this right here, I think, Jerome, could be the biggest offensive drive and possession of the day for the Lions.
Absolutely, because now the Lions are fighting against time. And you know, you gave up the big play. Now you have to do something to try to get some points on the board pretty quickly, because if you don't and you're not able to get it done, you're running out of time. So it's at 12:28, 12:27, so it's tick, tick, tick. And you're playing against a very, very good defense, as we've talked about all day.
Rose to Hawkins on that pitch and catch. 2nd down and 4 for the Lions. And this is a big conference game for the Lions, so they really would like to get back into this when they're down 2 scores. Going deep again, Rose going to Hawkins, deep, incomplete pass right off his hands. Good coverage by Keon Robinson, and that's a battle all day long.
That is a
Robinson
battle.
and Hawkins.
Very good battle between the two. I mean, Keon is probably one of the better defenders in the secondary for the Rams, and going against number 17 Hawkins on the play. And I'll tell you what, that's just a really, really good battle between two extremely good athletes. And I'll tell you what, Rose puts up a good ball on the deep ball. He puts it in a position where his receiver can make a play on the ball every time.
And Randall Hawkins is having a career day today. There's a catch by Ponder, and he gets leveled by A.J. Parrish. Hangs on to the ball, though, and that's not Ponder, actually. That's number 5, DJ Holmes, the freshman wide receiver.
He holds on to the ball, but he gets a shot. Woo! It's A.J. Parrish. Helmet to helmet hit potentially. I mean, that was a brutal, brutal hit by A.J. Parrish.
Enough for the first down, and before that pass, I said that Randall Hawkins, his career high was 10 receptions. He had 7 in the first half, so he's well beyond those career high for reception today. And there's a pass, double move. The double move worked, except he overthrew his intended receiver, number 80, Derek Williams, sophomore wide receiver, 6'1".
But you have to say, I mean, the one thing about this Concord team is they are very, very aggressive. I mean, you're seeing an aggressive offensive game plan. Their goal is to go downfield. I mean, this has to be probably, we're getting close to double-digit bombs from this team, and they're putting confidence in the freshmen to be able to do it.
Second down and 10 now for the Mountain Lions. Again, Albert Rose, who also is having a career game also today, is back receiving the receiver, and he throws right in the coverage, triple coverage that time. This time, DeAndre Johnson comes up with the interception.
Yep, that just, again, those linebackers, they fill very well in the passing game, and that's what you saw.
And let's talk a little bit about how the coaching adjustment that the coaches made here. The linebackers are now just coming back and playing zone a little bit.
Yeah, they're not blitzing. You haven't seen as much blitzing on the play. And again, they want to make in those situations, you're making the quarterback be very accurate because you're playing more zone now. But again, you're switching it up. That's the defense of Shepherd doing what they do best, and that's switching it up.
Here's the run by number 31, Alan Cross. Gains a couple yards there, and the change in the defensive philosophy there, led by A.J. Parrish. They're giving his defensive mates high fives and everything, as you can see there. Is that a great job by the coaches taking advantage of a freshman quarterback?
Well, yeah, and I don't necessarily think it's a change in philosophy. I think probably the game plan all along was going to be, we're going to have bouts where we're going to put a lot of pressure on them, get them rattled, and we're going to have some times where we're going to sit back in zone and see if he can pick us apart. And I think that's probably part of the game plan. And so now you're starting to see where maybe, you're seeing them drop those linebackers back into the passing zones, and they're able to just be athletes out there and force the freshmen to find the open receiver. Mind you, freshman's front four is amazing alone by itself. You don't necessarily have to blitz with this team because their front floor gets pressure. When you have Jones out there on your front four, you have a good front four rushing the quarterback.
First and 10 after a good run by Cross. Another run by Cross, and there's a holding. There's going to be a penalty on the play there. Tackle there by number 90, Silas, the big A, Big Silas. Holding on the Rams. And a lot of people will watch a game like this, or a game that's coming down to the end, and you'll see a team like Shepherd start to run the ball. They'll just run the ball, and they'll start picking up yards.
Right.
Some viewers will look at that and they'll say, why weren't they doing that all game? What happened? What is the change in what happens between the time of the first half and the second half, where now they could just run the ball down there?
Well, the number one thing is, in the beginning, because of the fact that they threw so well, they didn't really have to run. They showed that they can they can pass efficiently, so that was a good thing for them. So that was good. But we'll wait till after this play over to continue.
Cooper gets away from number 41, Irvin Moore, and you've got to be frustrated if you're Concord, because they've had him dead to rights a few times today.
Absolutely, and his strength, man, he's not going down quick. But back to your original question, when you start seeing teams in the fourth quarter, you figure 9:52 left in the game, running the ball keeps the clock going. So when a tackle is made, the clock keeps running, and you have control. You're up 17-6. Right now, the clock is your friend if you're the offense. So you're able to run the ball and keep that clock going, and it shortens the game.
Cooper back to throw. This time he does get hit, but not before he throws a dart to his receiver enough to get it's going to be short, about 2 or 3 yards short, but a dart that time by Cooper to his receiver. Watch it. Cooper just drops back here. He's going to get hit from behind, though.
He hangs in there. That's just brilliant play from your quarterback to hang in there, knowing that a blitz is breathing down his blind side. And he comes up, delivers the ball, hangs in, takes the hit, and again, puts your team in position where it's a first down or close to a first down and goal.
Third down. Haynes, again, gets enough for the first down. Again, like you stated in the beginning of this game, in the first half, he just does not go down. He will fall forward. He gets down to the 10-yard line, or actually 9, first and goal for the Rams.
And I attribute that to lower leg strength. When you have a player or a running back that has a strong base, their ability to go where they want to go as opposed to where a defensive tackle or person that tackles them wants them to go. And so you see that leg drive that he has and his overall physical strength.
Again, Hayes up the middle. He's all the way down to the 5-yard line this time. Big time run, a 4-yard gain, second down, and goal from the 5.
And remember, this offensive line, again, they run block extremely well. So that is definitely not a problem for them, is to get out and run block. That's fun for linemen.
And Shelton is back in the game there, so he's part of that convoy that's leading Hayes all the way to the end zone. Second down and 5 for the Rams. And he gets it again. This time Jimmy Keating comes up and hits him in the backfield, loss of 4 on that play.
Yeah, definitely brilliant play calling from Keating. Comes up, he gets in. You hit that gap. That's a run blitz all the way. He comes in unblocked, and actually he was blocked. He just shedded the block, and it was one of those situations where it was the fullback's assignment, and he gets there late, and Keating's able to make the play in the backfield.
And he's been all over the field today too, Jimmy Keating. So, but I can't say much more. Bobby Cooper today has been very impressive to me as he's getting in and out of tackles and keeping plays alive. Third down and goal from the 9. This time it's Cross. He will not get to the 5-yard line. It'll actually be about to the 8. It's going to be fourth down and goal for the Rams, and decision time for the Rams to see if they're going to go for it or kick the field goal, which, by the way, their field goal kicker, who's listed as Brian Earls, is not on the field today. Number 16, Justin Ford, has been doing most of the kicking duties. So we'll look to see if Justin Ford can knock this through and give Shepherd a 13-point lead. 2 seconds left, and that should be a delay of game. They ran out of time.
And while we get that penalty, there's a couple of magic numbers for Shepherd that is important to know. If the Rams score 24 more points, they have a 94% all-time record for winning games when they do that, and they're at 17 now. 14 is another number. When they hold an opponent to 14 points or less, Shepherd has won 85 of his 86 games, so that's 96.8% or 96%. Which is huge, dating back since 1990. So right now, you're looking at Concord, who only has 6 points on the board. So that bodes well for the Rams.
The kick is up and good. Just like that, Shepherd's up 20-6. We'll be right back.
Every West Virginia Law Enforcement Association has endorsed Robin Davis for re-election. Her decisions make it clear that she's earned their trust.
The safety of our families is important to me. I never forget that.
Justice Davis applies the letter of the law. Every single decision she's made that has been appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court has been upheld. Robin Davis for Supreme Court. She knows our family's safety matters most.
You're making this look too easy. Sinking into a seat that rivals your living room sofa, letting the power steering do the work for you. No, most people don't enjoy mowing this much. But here, you're among friends. Experience the John Deere Select Series X310. One test drive is all it takes.
Stop by our dealership for special offers taking place for a limited time. Get great deals and service on legendary John Deere equipment.
Welcome back to Rams Stadium. A field goal by Justin Ford puts the Rams up 20-6. In a game that, look at the score, 26, but it's been a lot closer than what the score is showing right now.
Yeah, again, it's been a defensive game.
There's the kick. And to the 15-yard line where the Mountain Lions will start. And the Mountain Lions have been able to move up and down the field, as we stated before. However, they just are not able to get the ball into the end zone, except that one time, which was a 57-yard pass from Rose to Hawkins in the first quarter.
Yeah, and you're seeing that Shepherd defense stiffen up too. I mean, and like you've pointed out, you started to see a little less blitzing from the linebackers and more dropping into coverage to force Rose to make some decisions.
Rose goes back. Again, he goes to Hawkins, and Hawkins may wind up with about 10,000 catches.
I know they're going to Hawkins a lot. He's open. He's working that middle of the field pretty well. I mean, I think the one thing, though, is you're seeing Shepherd defend that a little better, where Hawkins is not having a lot of space to do much else.
Again, Rose to Hawkins, and that should be enough for a first down. And it is. Rose to Hawkins there. It should be enough for a first down.
And Shepherd's going to give up that. I mean, if you're going to dink and dunk, you're just going to kill time. I mean, you don't have tons of time to do that all game. So they'll give that up as long as they keep everything in front of them and not give up the big play.
6 minutes left in the quarter, and a good
And that's
pass.
the big play.
And that's the big play there. Goes right over A.J. Parrish's hands, right into the hands of number 80, Derek Williams.
Yeah, we were talking about the big play. As long as the dink and dunk is one thing, but when you get chunks of 20 and 40 yards at a time, that gets you downfield really, really fast. And now look, you see the Concord offense is on the other side of the 50.
And again, what you saw there again was linebackers again dropping back in coverage. It went right over the fingertips of Parrish in that play. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line for the Mountain Lions. Rose back to throw. He's going to have to run this time. Gets down after a gain of about 6 yards on that play.
Good awareness from Rose, though. I'll tell you what. I mean, he's very poised. Now he's running a 2-minute offense. Great experience for the young quarterback to see what he can do against, again, having this experience against a team like this, you can't beat that.
Rose back to throw. Dumps it right over, enough for another first down. This time he hits number 80, Derek Williams, again for first down. And you talk about career days. Rose is also having a career day.
Oh, he is. He really is.
His passing yards has to be through the roof also today. 1st and 10 from the 36. Rose back to throw. Again, right underneath, crossing route. This time, completed pass to Anthony Pyle. Actually, Tico Henderson on that. Tico Henderson with the catch. Another first down for the Mountain Lions, and they continue to roll down the field. Less than 5 minutes left in the game. Blitz this time coming. I thought I saw holding there, but no holding call. Another dump down to Williams. Not enough for a first down, but the ball is good. They keep going down the field. Now on the, looks like about the 15-yard line. Rose back to throw. Firing onto the right side. Hawkins once again with the catch, enough for the first down. 1st and goal for the Lions.
Now you can just see this is just a brilliant drive. 2-minute orchestration by the young quarterback. just hitting his receivers. Shepard is mixing it up. They're blitzing sometimes. They're staying in coverage other times. And now he has them inside the 10-yard line.
Rose back to throw. And this time they jumped the route. Keon Robinson jumped the route there and got the interception. Rose going to Hawkins a little bit too much, and Keon Robinson came up and made the play.
Just good defense, and again, a great corner is going to make a play when it's needed. And there you saw a brilliant play by the experienced cornerback. Jumps the route. He reads it the whole way. There were a lot of Shepard defenders around the play. Here's another angle. You see it, and it looks like the young quarterback stared down the receiver. I mean, that was one of the mistakes. Instead of looking off the receiver, maybe looking in another direction and coming back, he pretty much stared the receiver down, and the jump, Keon Robinson got the jump.
4:01 left in the game, and you got to think the Rams are just going to run the ball here, try to kill as much clock as they can. There's the run for Hayes. He is stopped by Big A in the backfield there. And that's going to be a loss of about, actually maybe a gain of 1 on that carry. No, a loss of yards on that carry there. So it's going to be second down for the Rams, and the clock ticking.
Yeah, the clock just keeps on ticking, and it's the friend of the Rams, and not so much a friend of the Concord defense at this moment.
And a beautiful day here. For Parent Weekend here at Shepherd University. And Shepherd looks like they're going to hang on here for a victory. And while we always enjoy hits.
Yeah, the hit parade, and again, for the hit parade, we want to have clean hits that are legal, that are just solid football playing, and that's what you see from our hit parade, where you can have guys that are playing lights out football.
Big hit there, and the Mountain Lions have come with a lot of hits today.
Oh, you got that right. There's A.J. Parrish. He's around them all when you look at Shepard.
Another hit, now that was a good block. More hits, and that was a gorgeous hit by Carter, coming up from his safety spot. Very good hit, and that is our hit parade for the day today. Shepard's up 20-6. 3rd and 14 right now. Only 2:37 left. And I can't tell you how impressed I am with Bobby Cooper today. I thought he really managed the game well and really played a heady football game.
Exactly, and I think his athleticism is absolutely amazing for a guy his size. I mean, he's an extremely athletic quarterback, and I thought he's done a very good job. And actually, just watching him this year, he has just been an amazing quarterback. He's a senior this year. Even last week, he was 11 of 27 passes. In the win over Charleston, and Cooper did well.
And Cooper when we watched them when they played Shippensburg, we said that Cooper was more like a game manager almost. He was just like a guy who was just going to manage the game, make sure things didn't go too awry, and almost let his defense do the work. I think he's turned into a leader of this football team.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely a leader.
Who can make plays.
Absolutely.
And has gone past that where he can actually win the game also.
Right.
If you put it in his hands.
Yeah, when I said that game manager, I said in the word, what I meant by that was he doesn't make a lot of bad mistakes for your team, and he's not asked to just chuck the ball downfield for big plays all the time, because he doesn't have to. He has so many playmakers all over. He can get the ball into a guy for a 5-yard out, and they can take it 80 yards, but not give up the interception or not fumble the ball or not take unwanted sacks. And he doesn't do any of those things. So what I meant by game manager, I meant a guy that does not make mistakes. And you're right, I think he's becoming a playmaker now, where he's not only just not making mistakes, he's making plays and getting himself out of predicaments so he can make those plays.
And there's an out and up that is just missed by Rose to Ponder, they've been Ponder and Hawkins today have been Rose's favorite targets.
Yep.
And both of them are going to be over 100 yards today. Rose just couldn't get these guys in the end zone besides the one play.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, and that was early in the game, and there's been no scoring from, this Concord offense since.
Rose steps up this time, gets out of coverage, and this goes ahead for about a 1 or 2 yard gain on that play. Stops the clock with 1:18 left. So the Rams are gonna come away and win this game, and go to 4-1, 2-0 in the conference. Concord's going to drop to 2-3 and 1-2 in the conference after this game. But Concord, we talked a little bit about the loss of their star quarterback due to unforeseen circumstances there in November. This is a good football team.
Yeah, they're definitely a good football team, and I think they have themselves a gem in the quarterback here. I mean, he's made a couple of mistakes, but he has not looked like a freshman at all. I mean, he's been poised, and he's actually been able to methodically move this team, and he's been able to make some big plays. And even in that situation, that should have been a catch by number 84 on the play. That's Tyler Smith, the sophomore, definitely should have hauled that in.
4th down and 12. And the fans the Mountain Lions, of course, are going to go for it. And the fans are getting excited here as they know that this could be the slamming the door shut for good here. And again, good coverage there. And look at the freshman.
Did he get the first down?
He got enough
Holy
for the
crap.
first down and gets away from Howard Jones, who was breathing down his back. He gets 11, enough for a first down.
And that was just good scrambling by the quarterback. He's able to move around in the pocket. I just didn't think he could get there. It seemed like there were so many, defenders around the play that could have made that play, and he just was able to avoid him and get the first down. I had no idea he could even make it.
Yeah, that was a great play. A timeout right now by the Mountain Lions as they want to get as much exposure in this game for their freshman as quarterback as they can.
Yeah, they definitely want to get the experience. This is great experience for him. Again, he's shown so much poise in the pocket, and again, he took that ball. The clock's winding down. He needs a first down to keep the crowd or the drive going. The crowd is going bananas. He just takes it down like it's nothing, takes off. You have guys coming all over him trying to get him down. He's weaving and ducking and weaving, gets the first down to keep the drive going and to try to put some points on the board. Those are plays that you can take and then extend it to the next week. You can take that into their next game and extend that, because you want to end well. Regardless what the score is here, you want to end well, and that's great experience for your young quarterback.
Next week, Concord is playing Glenville State at home. Concord's only conference loss, came against Glenville State last year. So they'll be up and looking for revenge, just like Shepherd got revenge today against Concord in this game. Again, Rose gets out of trouble.
First down.
Scrambles all the way down to the 6-yard line, enough for another first down.
And you see here on the replay, no one's open. And when you get the ball and you're in the red zone, it shrinks the field down for the defense. So the defense can cover the red zone a lot easier. So in that situation, no one was open, and the quarterback had to make a play, and he tucks the ball again, starts bobbing and weaving, and gets into the secondary and gets a first down as the clock continues to tick, tick, tick.
First and goal. Rose overshoots Ponder on that play. Gives his team a little bit of a break, is that now incomplete pass stops the clock. So they're able to kind of confer a little bit with their coach. And there you see Albert Rose, who has looked very, very well today.
He definitely has. And again, you have to give a shout out to this Shepherd defense. They stiffened up when they needed to. Gave up a lot of real estate in the air, but defensively, overall, they've done great.
Incomplete pass. He was going to Hawkins there. Hawkins had it in his hands, but could not bring it all the way in to get the touchdown.
Yeah, again, Hawkins gets hit. He gets hit really, really hard on the play by the defense. And again, this Shepherd team, they do a very good job of tackling. So, Shepherd's going to go to 4-1. They'll take control of the WVIAC at this point. and really they're in the driver's seat. Again, I'm extremely impressed with just how they've come out against a tough Concord team.
3rd down and goal. Rose back to throw. Quick pass to Ponder. Flag on the play. It's going to be a flag on the play, so we're going to see what that's going to give to us, but that won't be enough for a 1st down on that pass. They actually lost yardage on that play.
Catch, holding, number 5, the offense. 10-yard penalty for previous spot. Replay 3rd down.
Holding call pushes Concord back. And another thing I was really impressed with Concord is the fan support that they've had today. A lot of people here cheering on family.
Yeah, absolutely.
I met a couple guys' parents and someone's sister today. I mean, their fan support here is very impressive, and Shepherd always packs their stadium here at home. A sack there, number 92 gets the sack, Daniel Yarborough.
And he's one of the backup defensive linemen on the play. So again, you have that depth from Shepherd to have guys being able to come in and make the sack. Good, and that's a coverage sack. Rose was not able to pull the trigger because the coverage downfield was very good. And again, you're in the red zone, so that shrinks that field. You don't have a lot of areas to throw the ball. And, last time you were in the red zone, you got picked off. So, again, good defensive coverage, and then the sack happens as a result of it.
And timeout called by the Mountain Lions. Again, you want to know why they're calling timeouts here, because they want to get as much time as they can on offense. They're building something here at Concord, and you can tell they're going to be a force with any conference, in any conference that they wind up in next year or the year after. 4th down and goal from the 21-yard line. Again, the fans know that this will shut the door. It will be over.
That's right.
For good. Blitz coming.
And they
get to him. Sack, this time number 56, Xavier Tyler. First time I've said his name all day today. And he used to say his name a lot during the game, but he gets the sack and just ends the game.
Yeah, that slams the door. And I think the game itself was pretty much at hand for Shepherd, but what that did was it stopped Concord from being able to put any more points on the board. And this is impressive for Shepherd. I mean, only giving up 6 points against Concord in a tough battle down here in West Virginia, at Shepherdstown, West Virginia. Again, was a beautiful day for football. The wind kind of died down a little bit. The sun was out, so we got some a little bit of warm weather, but it was that perfect warm weather. It wasn't too cold, wasn't too hot. Just a good day for football. This is that fall weather that you want. It'll get colder as the weeks come on, but right now this is the perfect day for football.
This is a beautiful, beautiful day for football. And as we walked up today, the smell of grills cooking and food, hot dogs, and different things that were going on this parent weekend here at Rams Stadium for Shepherd University. A beautiful day, windy to an extent, like you said in the beginning, but really not as bad as it not as cold as it could be. Number 66 there coming off the field, Mitch Hairston, a senior, one of the captains on this team coming off, and he really played well. Also, he pulled a lot. I saw him pulling a lot and opening up holes for the running backs today for Concord. So hopefully he's not gone for a while, as he is a big part of this team's ascension here in the conference. Victory formation for the Rams as Cooper will kneel on it. And just like that, it is over here at Rams Stadium. 20-6 is going to be your final score. Shepherd, again, as we stated before, climbs to 4-1, and then also 2-0 in the conference. And the Concord Mountain Lions are going to be 2-3 and 1-2 in the conference. So this is a good win for Shepherd. it also, we talked about the bitter taste in the mouth from last year. That bitter taste is now washed out of their mouth as they get the victory here at Rams Stadium.
Yeah, it definitely is. And you're looking at the rest of the schedule, or at least the next game for each team. Shepherd will be home next week against West Virginia Wesleyan, which should be a pretty good contest at 12 p.m. on October 6th. And then for Concord, they are home against Glenville, and their game is at 2 o'clock. So, again, you have the WVIAC, some good matchups that will continue throughout the conference. Shepherd continues to roll after that early season loss. They've been just doing extremely well after that, and they've taken control of the WVIAC, I believe. They're going to be a very hard out for any team, especially if you come here to play them. I mean, you know, the balance that this Shepherd team has is extremely impressive. And I'll tell you what, their ability to come out on one drive and throw the ball the whole drive, then come back the next drive and pounding the ball at you. I mean, to be able to have that is just absolutely amazing football. So I think for me, it's always a pleasure to see that. And that's a hard thing to defend for a defensive coordinator coming into play.
Once again, Shepherd gets the victory 20-6 over Concord. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back here at Rams Stadium.
Everyone needs a little me time. The professional staff at Personal Reflection Day Spa uses state-of-the-art equipment and advanced techniques designed to restore, rejuvenate, relax, and soothe the mind, body, and spirit. A 1-hour massage helps relieve stress, increase blood circulation, and promotes a balance of energy and vitality. In dermology, the LPG technique for cellulite smoothing and reduction creates a visible improvement in those hard-to-treat dimpled areas. Take your me time today. Personal Reflection Day Spa and Advanced Cellulite Center, where beauty starts from within. Join our Facebook page to receive daily specials.
The Potomac Eagles Scenic Railroad in Romney, West Virginia, along the south branch of the Potomac River. Enchants everyone.
This has made my day.
Luxury class and open window coach and open air cars to witness soaring eagles in their own backyard, the Trough. The Potomac Eagles Scenic Railroad has your excursion to adventure. See you at the station.
For over 10 years, Mako of Hagerstown's been helping you stretch your dollar further. With paint services starting at only $329, they can add years to those vehicles that have lost their shine. Mako of Hagerstown is also your source for complete collision repair, including frame straightening that returns your vehicle to its pre-accident condition. Insurance claims are always welcome, and Mako can work off of your insurance estimate, or they can write their own. Stop by and see Kyle, Mark, and the entire staff for a free estimate at Mako of Hagerstown, conveniently located off Eastern Boulevard.
Don't throw your money away. Come to Mayhew Chevrolet, Sunrise Summit in Romney, or on the web at mayhewcars.com.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Mayhew. At Mayhew Chevrolet, we are a family business where we remember you by your name and not a number. Come to Mayhew Chevrolet. We will take care of you.
So you're looking to buy a new car, and you start to ask yourself the important questions. Who, what, where, why? You might be thinking, aren't all dealers the same? And that's where you'd be interested in knowing that Apple Valley Chevy Toyota has been your reputable hometown dealer for over 50 years. With great service, great selection, and great value, giving you the best car buying experience has always been our commitment to you. Plus, our certified automotive technicians get your vehicle serviced right the first time, every time. For all those reasons and more, see why Apple Valley Chevy Toyota is different from the rest.
Welcome back to a parent weekend here at Shepherd University. Shepherd comes in, they beat Concord 20-6. You see the shot of all the family and friends on the field today. And Jerome, there was plenty of highlights in this game, even though the score is 20-6. It was a defensive battle. But here you start with Albert Rose here going deep to his favorite target today, Hawkins, for that big touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, Hawkins had an exceptional game, at his wide receiver position, just really being able to get downfield, secure the ball. And then you saw from Shepherd, they were able to mix it up pretty well against this team. And there you see number 31, Alan Cross, who the freshman, you saw him do some really good things as well. And he's the next back on the totem pole.
Then you see the Shepherd defense then took over, but after that was a beautiful pitch and catch from Rose to Ponder through triple coverage. And then another Ponder also, him and Hawkins had a career days today, but then the Shepherd defense and the B.J. Raji dance by Robert Hayes there, they blocked, and this was the turn of the game here, the blocked field goal attempt. Scott picks it up, goes all the way to the house for a touchdown. And that really that put the Rams up 17-6 at that point, and that's when they just didn't turn back.
Yeah, they didn't turn back, and again, you can't give enough credit to this Shepherd defense to hold Concord to 6 points. That's one touchdown, and you block the extra point, and then you get another block, and you take it to the house for 6. So you saw what the special teams for Shepherd is able to do to put pressure on for the Shepherd team.
Let's talk about one more thing that I thought was a turn in the game, and we don't have a highlight to this one, but Keon Robinson's fumbled punt that went into the end zone. You and I both thought it should be a touchdown. However, what wound up, it turned out to be actually what wound up. It should have been a safety, but what wound up happening was it turned into a touchback for the Rams.
Yeah, it definitely turned into a touchback for the Rams. I'm not sure what that call was because, I mean, I know that the question, I think initially is, was there ever possession established? But on a punt, the second it touches someone, it should be a live ball, and then it was picked up. And actually the official called it a safety initially, and then they converged and talked about it, and they decided to take it away and then gave it to Shepherd at the 20. So it was very difficult to kind of get a read on what exactly took place. Maybe I'm not up to date on all the rules, but it did seem like that was a situation that probably could have been a safety on the play. But it wasn't, and there you have it.
Let's go over some of the stats here that we just were handed here. Just some of the stats. Albert Rose today, the freshman, by the way, Albert Rose, 30 passes completed, 50 attempts, 376 yards. He did have 4 interceptions and a touchdown, but some of those interceptions just were not his doing. And then 16 catches, career high for Randall Hawkins, 178 yards receiving, again, career high, and 1 touchdown. Ansel Ponder, 9 catches, 135 yards today. Again, both of those have to be career highs also.
Right, but the only thing that I would be concerned about is having 50 pass attempts from your freshman. I mean, I know that it was difficult because you couldn't necessarily run the ball. I mean, you're talking about averaging less than right at about 3 yards a carry at times. I mean, Ben Nestor, he had six attempts for 19 yards, 3.2 yards a carry, and he was the best. So your door was shut running the ball, so they had to chuck it around. But 50 attempts is a lot of pass plays.
Looking at Shepherd, Bobby Cooper, 168 yards today. Mike Haynes, 87 yards, touchdown by Alan Cross. Concord scores first, 6-0, then 20 straight unanswered points for the Shepherd Rams. They go on to win today 20-6 for all of us here. For all of us here at Invictus Sports, for Jerome Presley, I'm Isaac Dyer. Thank you so much for watching. Be back next week. Shepherd versus West Virginia Wesleyan next week. Thanks for watching.